this tutorial. This is a very flirty look, maybe for a date night or if you have some kind of event to go to, but I won't ramble on. If you want to see how I got this look, just keep watching.
Hello beautiful people. I'm going to start off with my Humphreys Witch Hazel for my blemishes. I get this at Marshall's. Next, I'm going to use my Clinique Moisturizer. This is my favorite, and somehow I must have skipped primer, so sorry. This is my favorite Too Faced Born This Way foundation. My shade is Porcelain. I'm just putting that all over my face, and then I'm going to blend it out with my damp beauty blender. And this is a new, I'm pretty sure this is a holiday edition, but this is a Tarte palette. I'm going to use the shade Water Lilies from the crease to the brow bone. And then I'm going to use the shade Pastel for a transition. I'm using the Morphe E2 Brush for that. And now this is an old Estee Lauder palette. I'm using the color Twinkle Pink. And I tried putting on with the brush, but ended up not being pigmented enough, so I just used my finger. Next, I'm going to go back in with the Tarte palette, and I'm just going to use the shade I Love It right in the crease. And I'm just putting a light shade on my brow bone to keep that from smudging up to the top. This is just an old BH Cosmetics brush, just a little more detailed for the corner. Now I'm just using anything with a flat edge to create like a sharp line. And I'm just using the shade Still Life from that Tarte palette as well, just a pretty plum purple color. And you're gonna see I'm going to, but you could clean it up if needed, but that's pretty much it. Now I'm using my favorite liner of all time. This is the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in Trooper. Wing it out. Next, this is my NARS Creamy Concealer in Custard, and the tube broke, so I just put it in a little jar, but yeah. But just clean up that liner if you have to. I'm just using a regular little BH Cosmetics brush, I don't know, to put this on. Then this is my damp beauty blender, just blending it all out really nice. Then I go in with my favorite setting powder. This is the Laura Mercier in Translucent. And I'm basically gonna bake my face. I try to keep that in my T-zone, but I always end up putting it everywhere because I love it. But I'm going in with this Sephora Luxe False Lashes, and I think I think it's plush. Yeah, plush. Quote me if I'm wrong. But I'm using the glue. It's the Brush On one from Duo. And I'm applying them with my tweezers, but first I like to curl my lashes while the glue is drying, and then this is my Tartiste mascara. Repeat to the other side. These lashes are so pretty. Wait till that dries. Alright, now this is my Morphe E2 brush. I'm just dusting off that excess powder. And then I'm just highlighting my brow bone with like a white shade. Just blending everything out, making sure there's no harsh lines. Now I'm just going back into that palette and contouring. I'm using the two shades Unique and Provocative, and this is just an old BH Cosmetics brush as well. We're just warming up the face and carving out the cheekbones, the nose, everything. And if I got too carried away, I actually go back into my Sephora foundation in the shade 12 Fair Warm, just to sharpen everything up. And this is a dry beauty blender. I'm just going to chisel out my cheeks and my nose. Reach for it. This is my favorite blush. This is the MAC Mineralized blush in Lovejoy. Now for the brows. This is my Anastasia Brow Powder Duo in dark brown, and I'm using my Anastasia brush as well. Only I could apply my brows this quick. Just brush through them. And that one got a little messed up, so I'm just cleaning up the underneath of them just a little bit. This is just the same concealer I used for my face with a little detailed brush. Blend everything out. I go back into that Estee Lauder palette and just use the shimmery shade right in my tear duct to brighten up my eyes. Now I'm going into my Carly Bybel palette and I'm using eye drops, and that basically just enhances any color you use. I'm using that gold shade right underneath my eyes. And this is my favorite highlighter. I keep saying everything's my favorite, but I'm just using a fan brush from e.l.f. and that was my Champagne Pop, obviously. And then I used a Spice liner, and then Lovejoy lipstick, and then this is the Tartiste. I think it's like a some kind of gloss. Yep. And I just like to go back with bronzer a little bit because sometimes it gets lost in the making. And that's pretty much it. Just blend everything out. And that's it. Thank you guys so much.
Finished look. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.